Today's video is all about Iceland. Yes, I will be going back to Iceland, but before I start the video, I want to say a special Merry Christmas to everyone watching me who is supporting the movement. Thank you so much, and may God bless you. Alright, thank you guys. Thank you so much. Merry Christmas to you all, and as you enjoy, do not forget that family member, that neighbor who has little to enjoy. Share with each and every one. Alright, Merry Christmas to you all, and I wish you a very happy new year. Thank you so much. Today's video, I'm going to be talking about the University of AKUREYRI. Yes, I call it AKUREYRI. I do not know how you call it, but that is how I'm going to call it. AKUREYRI is a place in Iceland, and the University of AKUREYRI, Iceland, is in Iceland, alright? In my past video, I talked about volcanoes. Yes, if you are a geologist, you would bear with me that, or if you passed through high school and studied something called geology, you would bear with me that, or understand with me that Iceland is a land of volcanoes. All right, a volcano is simply an area where a volcanic eruption has taken place, and we all know why Iceland is a land of volcanoes. If you don't know, drop a comment in the comment section. I will explain to you. So I am talking about the University of AKUREYRI because I think that it has something which can benefit one person in the entire world, alright? And like I always do on this channel, when I find a university important, I always make sure I bring the information here and share it so that an international student can benefit from all of this, alright? So we keep moving. Thank you so much. Now, applications at the University of AKUREYRI is going to start anytime soon, all right, anytime soon. So you have to understand, and the time is when? March 2022. This is one of the few universities in Iceland. All right, I'm going to talk about the tuition fee. I still have to find out about that. Let me say tuition fee, all right, but there is an all-time registration fee. But before I come to the registration fee, let's get what I want to say first. Now, for you to study any program, a degree program at the University of AKUREYRI, you should know that there are very few programs at the University of AKUREYRI, approximately about 6 different programs. First, the programs include polar law, all right, polar law. The second program is fisheries management, all right, those who are interested in fishing, all right, or agricultural sector. This is a program for you. You also have sustainable production and utilization of marine bioresources. All right. You also have coastal community and regional development, and of course, coastal and marine management. Okay, so these are some of the programs, the degree programs. It depends if you are applying for bachelor's or master's. When you click there, they are going to tell you if you can apply for master's or bachelor's. Okay, so it's left now to you to decide when and where you are going to apply in case you fall in any of these programs. The link will be in the video description box, so please do not forget to check. All right. Again, you need documents to apply, but remember I said the application period starts from March 1st or at the beginning of March, and is going to close by at least April 1st. So the application period is very short, all right? Pay in mind that, or keep in mind that, they are going to select the best students. Iceland don't need a lot of students to study in this place, all right? Remember, it's a very small country. It's an Iceland, all right, from the name. So they are not going to take many students in a particular class or a program. So if you must apply, first come, first serve. Do not say I didn't tell you. Now, there are a list of documents you need in order to apply for this. You need a CV. The full meaning of a CV is a curriculum vitae. I realize there is a student who have a BSc. She didn't know anything called a CV. So I don't understand why up to this level at BSc she cannot understand, or she didn't know what is called a CV. But it's all okay. We must not know everything. We are still learning. I am still learning. You are still learning. Okay. So you need a CV, which is a curriculum vitae. If you do not know how samples are, remember there are 2 formats of CVs. There is a normal format, and there is another one called a Europass CV. All right, mostly requested by some European schools, but some schools doesn't really consider that. So when applying, check if it has been specified for you to use the Europass CV. I know most scholarships that will use the Europass system, all right, or CV. So always verify that. The second thing you need is a statement of your objective and expectation. In this case, they are talking about a motivation letter, and it has to be a Word document. If you don't know what a Word document is, drop a comment in the comment section. I will explain to you what it is. Again, you need transcripts of records. Transcripts of records are very important when doing applications abroad. This is the reason. The transcript shows the number of courses you have done in the entire program or in a particular semester, all right, but your certificate only tells them that you have graduated. So to me, I prefer you upload your transcript and not your certificate. But some people usually say the certificate is not very important. No, upload everything, but follow instructions, all right, and know the transcript is very important than the certificate. And the transcript in this case has to be a certified transcript with stamps from your university. It is written on the website. Very important. Do not forget that. Certified. Because again, the information on the website says that when documents are received by the university, they will not be sent back to you. So when submitting documents, in case you have been asked to submit hard copies, know that you are submitting certified copies, because when you send them to Iceland at the University of AKUREYRI, you will not receive the originals back. So never you send your original documents. Always legalize or certify them. Take note, you also need a copy of your passport. The copy of your passport here is the passport data page, the page that shows your information, all right? So that is the page you need. And of course, 2 reference letters. The reference letters should be preferably from your lecturers or your supervisor or the professors or your employees. Take note of that, all right? Again, when you submit the documents, know that it will not be returned to you. I mentioned this already, and it is found on the university's website. Another thing to note is that there is an application fee payment. This is where the difference comes in from the University of Iceland. The University of AKUREYRI is found in Iceland, and the University of Iceland is found in Iceland, all right? The difference between the two is there is an application fee payment of 50 euros at this particular school I'm talking about, which is the University of AKUREYRI, and the University of Iceland doesn't have it. But now when it comes to the tuition fee part, all of them have the same amount of tuition fee, which is not a tuition fee but called a registration fee. And the amount here is 75,000 Icelandic krona, which is equivalent to close to like I think $600 or something. I mentioned all of these breakdown details by detail in one of the other videos I did about the University of Iceland, the updated version few days ago you have watched. All right, for those of you who didn't watch the video, please make sure you watch so that you know what I'm talking about. All right, someone, before I forget, someone was asking me if Iceland is very cold. My dear brothers or sisters, Iceland is very, very cold, okay? Remember, it's an island, all right? Again, a volcanic, it has something to do with divergence or convergent plate margins for those who did geography and geology, all right? I cannot explain further, but I can always explain behind the scenes, okay? So if you intend to move to Iceland, know that you need jackets, you need cotton made dresses, all right, to protect you from cold. It is very cold, especially during the winters. Expect temperatures to go below negatives, all right? So that is what you should understand. But besides, the entire Europe is cold, right? Especially when you are approaching the northern hemispheres. Just know that Europe is cold. So if you prepare to make a move to Europe, know that you are going to a colder region. Especially those of us from Africa, of course, we know what I'm talking about. So that is the information you need to know about the University of AKUREYRI. I said the registration fee is 75,000 Icelandic krona, which is equivalent to closer to around $600 or something. I mentioned all of this in the other video, all right? It's the same thing. You don't have tuition fee payment, but the registration fee, yearly registration fee. Now, remember, when do you pay this registration fee? At the end of June or early June, you will receive an acceptance letter, all right? If you have been accepted to a program, that is when you pay the money. Failing to pay the registration fee means that you have automatically turned down your placement, and of course will lead you to rejections, all right? They might reject you and replace you with somebody else. So in case you get an acceptance, follow the laws or follow the deadline given to you to pay the registration fee. I hope you understand. There are so many universities in Iceland, like the University of Bifrost, all right? I already talked about the University of Iceland and so many others I will be talking about. I hope the video helps you. Again, don't forget, the immigration laws are changing a lot. So when you get an admission to move to Iceland, remember you are using a VFS way to apply for the visa, all right? I will talk about this again. For the document for proof of funds, if you must move to Iceland and you need proof of funds, there is a video on my YouTube channel about proof of funds to study in Iceland. Please locate that video and watch it. If you don't know how to locate it or can't locate it, drop a comment in the comment section. I will look for it and give you the link to watch. I hope you understand. Iceland is a very good country to go. Of course, as an international student, you are going to be working, all right? It's not a place to doubt, so do not forget. Remember, the reason I'm talking about Iceland is because Iceland have a lower birth rate, and statistics shows that countries with lower birth rate are good countries to invest, to study, to thrive better when you are looking for greener pastures. I hope you understand. I mentioned this in some of my videos. I don't know if you watch them or not, but countries with a lower birth rate like Iceland, Estonia, I talked about this, Norway, UK, United States, and so many of them are better places for you to immigrate, either for investment purposes or for educational purposes, because there are so many other advantages. There will be jobs available for you since the population is weighing out and they need a lot of people to fit into these gaps. I hope you understand. Thank you so much for watching the video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for supporting the movement. Until we meet again in another one. Peace.